If you have liberal friends who think that American media offers a benchmark for India to follow in how liberality means making rude fun of politicians, you must have already received a Trevor Noah video showing Donald Trump alleging in 2011 that Obama will go for a war with Iran to win 2012 election. In the light of impending USA presidential elections in 2020 and Trump taking out Iranian Major General Qasem Soleimani in a drone attack on the 3rd of January, to a comedian who has made it a business to make fun of Donald Trump to entertain the liberal Americans, this video looks like a perfect example of Trump's doublespeak. While the video does make one smile, and Trevor would surely go laughing to his bank due to its success, unfortunately for all of us humans, the video is actually not at all funny, as it is about drones and wars and, worse, the dangers of a nation laughing at a comedian turning an existential threat into a joke. While Trevor airs this 2011 video in 2020 as if the world has remained the same during this period for his convenience, the bitter truth is, the world we live in has changed recently like never before, and the first worrisome sign of it appeared on 14th September 2019 when a drone attack was successfully conducted, allegedly by Iran, on the Aramco oil processing facilities in Saudi Arabia. The superficial impact of this attack was that it caused massive financial losses, and impacted the global oil prices, but what it actually did is infinitely more damaging. It unleashed the latest of war monsters, the drones, upon us, the feeble and perishable humans. So, Trevor may or may not realize it, the success of drone attack meant a complete shift in the context, making 2011 speech of Trump totally irrelevant for anyone other than a comedian who can profit from quoting it. If we don't dig too deep in the oil politics that run the planet, Trump's counterattack on Iran, that was so accurate that it could target and kill an important military leader, using drones, is actually just a statement from the superpower to display technological superiority in a new theater of war. And it appears to have worked, as both sides have retreated. So, contrary to what Trevor wants us to think, Trump appears to have stopped a war and not started one. While Iran and USA have exhibited what is possible with drones and the rest of the world is surely learning from it, we in India seem to be more keen to laugh with Trevor making fun of Trump and wishing that we had our own Trevor too, instead of understanding what this development means to us. The unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs, have been in action for a long time, and they have been successfully used by the USA in its so-called war against terror, but it was still possible to hope that it was a limited technology that was yet to start an arms race across the globe. But the recent use of drones in the above-cited episodes have now displayed that weaponized drones are not only highly effective war machines, but they are also a disruption that will change the way humans will go to war hereafter. So, to any war strategist who is realist enough to know that humans will keep going to wars, this clearly means that drones are actually the new nukes that are a must-have for every sovereign nation keen to remain so. Problem with India is, we have a set of elites who are unhappy with any attempt of the government to focus on defense, as they are quick to point out the investment we need in health, education and other social sectors. As they now have Hindutva as the latest whipping boy, any move towards strengthening the nation's defense brings them out on TV channels alleging that the state has world domination intent. The truth is, we are actually laggards who are safe only because of a brave army that is still ready to fight even when it knows its technological inferiority. While our army is keen to bear the burden of protecting the nation using valor and courage, looking at the current state of affairs, arrival of drones has thrown up a very uncomfortable question for Indian defense apparatus, because it has the potential to reduce a human army into a liability than a strength. What we really need to do is to stop laughing at liberal humor of Trevor because he is sitting comfortably in a nation that can take down a target thousands of miles away, while he gets a room full of American liberals lolling in the studio. His nation doesn't run on his wisdom, as its political leadership, regardless of all the public display of brimming with milk of human kindness, has always understood that owning the biggest gun on the planet is the best investment. Turkey and India, on the other hand, have forgotten that the last time we said, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, and aspired for a global family of man, we ended up with 1,000 years of enslavement and were reduced from the most prosperous to the poorest nation on earth. We like it or not, with arrival of drones, a new and even more disruptive actor has entered the theater of war and we need to be ready for it. Just as we were smart enough to become a nuclear power, and thus are able to have our way with the world, we need to be there, in weaponizing artificial intelligence and flying machines that kill, even if we don't plan to use them. Disclaimer: views expressed above are the author's own. Let's block ads. Why?